Hi there, and welcome to this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus edition. I'm Stu Count of the Gazette, joined by former Canadiens teammates and Stanley Cup champions Chris Nyland and Rick Green. You know who these two guys are. The power play has been a big problem for the Canadiens for a long time. They ranked dead last in the NHL over the last 10 seasons. Marty St. Louis is now taking over the power play after Alex Burrows stepped down as assistant coach this summer. Rick, what do you think? Can Marty finally fix his power play?
Well, not yet. Anyways, judging by what we're seeing, they're not getting the results. I find it a little bit too predictable. It's Suzuki to Caulfield over to Slavkovsky. It's all seems to be drawn up as, set plays over and over again. For me, as an old penalty killer, the toughest play that I used to have to deal with is the threat coming from the blue line. Guys that could shoot the puck, get the puck to the net, and, end up, crashing the net. The pretty tic-tac-toe plays, I don't care, are not always the best route to go when things are struggling. So I would love to see more of a threat from point shots, guys that can shoot the puck, get pucks through, and have guys, in front of the net. But, I do notice that they seem to be directed to have somebody in the middle of the box now, unlike where they had nobody before, which I like because it does draw somebody to their attention. But I think overall, the predictability of what I'm seeing to date is too consistent. They need to be a little more, free-willing, if you will, of trying to be a little more creative and not have the penalty killers, because the penalty killers, they study the opposition and they know what to expect, and the goalie knows what to expect. So right now they need to change that up, and hopefully they'll find a way to change it up so everybody doesn't know what they're planning on doing.
Knuckles?
Yeah, geez, even when Burrows was here, it doesn't matter who the head coach is. They can delegate the authority to the assistant coaches, but in the end, it's up to the head coach. So, because it's a reflection on him. So if it's not working, you got to do something about it. And listen, Marty was that guy when he played. He was always on the power play, right? I think no better guy. Now, we haven't seen it do too well here in the preseason. Again, you don't have all your horses there, and who's going to be on there. I think maybe that last game they will before they go into the regular season. But, yeah, hopefully they do. Listen, there's only so many things you can do, and teams can get predictable. Like, you always knew what Washington was going to do, but Ovechkin would always score, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you knew, okay, you look at Toronto. Sometimes they're a team that really, on the power play, they got such good high-end talent that, man, they improvise a lot. They have set plays, but they move their feet. They move the puck a lot. Very rarely do you see that team be stagnant or stationary. They're always moving. So, that's something they have to certainly do better this year, because it's going to help them in a lot of games where they're not a great team 5-on-5 scoring goals. They're going to have to rely on the power play, and it has to get better. They have to be able to, get some goals on there this year, or they're going to be struggling again.
Yeah, it has lacked movement, I think, too, and predictable. That drop pass to Suzuki constantly coming out of their own end. Marty, talk about the power play. Marty scored 391 career goals, and 101 of them are on the power play. So he knows how to score on that power play. Rick, what impact do you think Lane Hudson might have with the power play?
Well, I just love the way he sees who's open and his choice of where he moves the puck, because he is smart, and he's able to find the open guy, and he's going to create a lot of things with his intelligence if he continues to develop the way they're hoping. And again, that's an instinct that good players have. Mobile, knows when to jump in, knows what areas to go to, and ultimately it's finding the right guy to get the puck to at the right time that allows them to have some success on their power play. So nothing but upside with that kid, and I'm looking forward to see him continue to improve and hopefully contribute at the NHL level.
Yes, St. Louis gone mostly like 4 forwards and 1 defenseman on the power play. Not because would you think about putting maybe Matheson and Hudson together on the number 1 unit instead of having 4 forwards?
I mean, you could again, not a bad idea, but you want to, I guess, have a guy for that second unit. But yeah, I mean,
the one thing I've noticed,
it wouldn't hurt to try.
Yeah, the one thing I've noticed watching Hudson, he doesn't have a big shot, which isn't surprising for a guy that small. And just Rick, what you were talking about, that shot from the point. Matheson has a bomb, right? That's why I'm wondering if the two of them might work together. What do you think, Rick?
Well, yeah, I mean, and Hudson probably be the first guy to admit that he doesn't have what you call a rocket shot compared to some of the other guys. So you feed off of that and you take advantage of the strengths that you have on the ice in those given situations. And Matheson can be a real threat. We've seen it before. When he shoots a puck, he can shoot it. And, I'm sure that there's going to be lots of conversation on, okay, how can we complement the personnel to get some positive results? And they're going to do a little experimenting and see where it goes. But the good news is at least they have the talent pool that they can make something out of it. And now they just have to get the results.
Yep, and it'll help 2 months from now or 3 months from now when Patrick Laine comes back also. That'll help the power play. But, with Matheson, I mean, he did have the hardest shot at the Canadian skills competition a couple of years ago, over 100 miles an hour. So it'll be interesting to see what Marty decides to do and how he sets it up once the season starts going. Well, that's it for this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. Go to montrealgazette.com/newsletters to sign up for the Hockey Inside Out newsletter. And of course, you can get all the Canadiens news every day at hockeyinsideout.com. Hope you all have a great day.